full Siconze kit, getting ready to fight. Now, some of the main weapons they do are board and sword, so that basically means a sword and a shield. This is one of their standard size shields, and I feel teeny tiny behind it, but very unique design, and it's really great having the logo right there on it. And then a lot of the swords are a bit fancier. You'll notice there's not too many plain swords with Siconze because aesthetic is super, super important. The other thing that we've got is tonight I'm actually going to be running with a halberd, which I never ever do. And they do lots of halberds, pole arms, spears, that sort of thing. So you'll get to see the tactics with that on field shortly. And then just a little bit about what I'm wearing. Heather from Heather's Larp Life has kitted me out in all her gear, so I look super adorable. She's made most of this, so definitely check out her channel. I'll link it below. So basically I've got this top that's got these really nice buttons and the poofy sleeves, and that actually comes all the way down to there. And then she's actually made the undercoat as well, which has these adorable little buttons in the purple and black with that little bit of extra patterning, and then a vest, which is again super adorable in the purple and blue with some black as well. And then I've got a breastplate. You'll notice most Siconze do have armor, and it's almost always metal armor. So you'll see a lot of arm street, which is etched and quite fancy, or definitely trying to stay within their time period. But I'd say looks go a little over how much they function. They do try to make sure everything functions properly, of course, but it's got to look good. That's number one for Siconze. It's all about being fancy. And then finally, you'll notice my super fancy hat. It actually has what's called a secret helm. So there's actually metal under there, and in our game that gives you extra hit points. But they can easily make these really lovely hats, or you'll see some of the big hats with feathers as well. So they can still stay aesthetically pleasing while having the extra hit points and the coverage in case you get knocked in the head. So I'm really looking forward to getting out on field and trying out this halberd.
We're making a war just like a mama used to make.
Beautiful. So that was my night with Siconze, and I have to say it was so much fun. I'm normally a member of the Siconze Dominion, but I wanted to do this video to kind of show off the warband and to actually try more of what the typical Siconze member gets to do, because I do tend to do a lot of healing. So I'll often like do archery and healing, or bow and book as I call it, or with a staff. So I don't normally get up into line fights and things like that, which is something that Siconze is really well known for. And again, Heather from Heather's Larp Life kitted me out in some really amazing stuff. So I really got to kind of show off all of her workmanship, which was amazing. Some things to note about Siconze is they are a really, really tight-knit group of people, and they're really protective of that. One massive focus of the Siconze Dominion is making sure that everyone who is part of it feels comfortable and happy with all the other members, and a lot of effort goes into that, which is amazing at Swordcraft, because you see a lot of internal struggle with some warbands, where I really don't feel that that's an issue with the Siconze Dominion. The other thing is definitely high level of kit, trying to make sure we've got lots of armor on field, and having a bit more of a tactical mind when it comes to what sort of weapons are brought onto field with Siconze. So Siconze is the sort of warband where they can run up and hold the line, but they work best as almost like a support warband. So you'll see them a lot of the time, there'll be a line that's starting to fall, and then Siconze will come in with some pikes and halberds and things like that, and kind of just melt into the line and make it stronger and come and actually keep that from falling, or then push, which is fantastic. The really good thing I like as well is Siconze do try to stay as a bit of a unit, but if you're there with a polearm and you see somewhere that is falling or going to fall and needs your help, you can definitely run and go help that. No one's ever going to get mad at you. There's no, you have to stay within this distance of everyone else. And really proud of the Siconze level of kit and just devotion to the game. High level of roleplay at quests, and definitely high level immersion at quests as well. If you go to the Siconze camping area, there'll be bunting, there'll be wooden benches, and all sorts of nice stuff, and mostly period tents as well, which is phenomenal. So yeah, we definitely try and put in a big effort. If you do want to run with Siconze, anyone is allowed to come and run with Siconze. So down in the description, I'll put a link to Swordcraft. What you do is just click that link, post on that page, hey, I'd love to run with Siconze this week. Who's the best person to talk to? They will get tagged, I promise. What I'm going to start doing with these is I'm going to have a lovely montage on the way out of photos of the members of Siconze, so you can get a really good idea of what they look like, what their kitting standards are, how they are on field, that sort of stuff as well. In case I've somehow missed it in this video, make sure to subscribe. It definitely helps out a lot, and make sure to hit that bell icon so that you'll get a notification when I post new stuff. And the new thing that I want to do is I want you guys to decide what warband's next. So make sure to comment below. What warband do you want to see me run with? What warband do you want to know more about? So I'm looking forward to finding out who I'm running with next, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this, and happy LARPing.